you a Boro fan?
Why am I a Boro fan? I suppose my dad came back one Friday night, give us a ticket, and it was for Middlesbrough home to Forest. So didn't sleep much that night. Straight to the ground, into the club shop, bobble hat and Boro scarf, and then into the ground with my dad with stories of Ugalini, who was his favourite player at the time, and in them days it was Craig Johnston, Hodgson up front, Jim Platt in goal, Billy Ashcroft, Tony McAndrew, and if I'm right, it was a 0-0 draw. Not the best of games, but got me up to the Boro. Memory of my dad there were moaning all throughout the game about the pudding Billy Ashcroft and getting him off, and I think he was subbed in the end.
Who is your favourite Boro player?
I'd have to say Bernie Slaven would come a very close second. A predator in the box, more times offside than he was scoring goals, but his goal to game ratio for the Boro was fantastic. But my all-time player, especially growing up in the 80s, had to be Gary Hamilton. Proper midfield general, always 110% with the Boro, chipped in with goals, great playmaker, great team player, and had it not been for all the injuries, I think he should have at least got his full Scotland cap.
What is your favourite all-time game?
Well, there's so many. The St Valentine's Massacre, February the 14th, when Middlesbrough, Ayresome Park, we played Villa. When we were pushing for promotion, we won 2-1 and went a goal down early doors. Tony Daly scored that. And then we pulled level through Slaven, and then Tony Mowbray, amazing diving header. Everton games in the Cup were always classics as well, with Parky specials and last minute winners from Adrian Heath that killed us. But I reckon for me, my all-time favourite game had to be Coventry City away, after we'd gone from third, second to first. We took a full complement down to the Highfield Road, and 6 minutes in, we must have been, it was 1-0 down, David Speedy, and then Bernie Slaven just went on a mission. First half, hat-trick, all with his left foot. First one, banged it in from about the centre of the goal, and then the other two were volleys off crosses from the wing. I think it was 3-1 at half-time, and then we come out the second half and Sutty Mark Burke got put in from the left and side-footed in to make it 4-1, and then I think Speedy then scored another two. So to see all headers, so to see two hat-tricks in a game was pretty memorable.
And what is your favourite ever Boro goal?
My favourite ever Boro goal, it's got to be a Gary Hamilton goal. Again, the promotion season from the second to the first, and towards the end of the season at Ayresome Park we played Plymouth Argyle, and I think we won 3-0, 3-1, but Hamilton, the ball come out from Brimacon, the centre half, it got headed clear, Hamilton chested it down and put a lovely looping volley into the back of the net. Fantastic goal. But I suppose my other one is again another Hamilton goal. We'd I can't remember now. We'd gone to Bradford City and we won 2-1 in the playoffs. Trevor Senior had scored, and Bradford City had beaten us twice that season. I remember Ormonrod scoring at Ayresome Park at the home game. Anyway, we took Bradford back to the Boro. We beat them 2-0, but Hamilton scored a peach in injury time, make it 2-0. Run off celebrating, and then he did a little shuffle at the end. that's a memorable goal as well.
What is your best ever away day?
I suppose the Highfield Road games are cracker, the ZDS Cup, but maybe his promotion season again. All happy days growing up in the 80s with Rioch's team. But we had a bank holiday Monday game at Oakwell, Barnsley, and we were stuffed in the away end, got soaking wet. I think Rippers scored and Slaven got a couple, and they held us back. So at that time it was Villa, us, and Bradford and Crystal Palace. And I'll never forget, we were soaking through, singing songs, going up. And I recall the bloke on the tannoy reading out the scores and saying right at the end, he said, God, they've all gone your way today. I think Villa had lost or they'd drawn. And then all we had to do was play Leicester City at home. And of course we lost.
And what is your favourite Boro kit?
Got to be my first Boro kit, 70s, red shirt, V-neck, white band, black Boro lion in the middle, always the best.
And what is your saddest moment?
My saddest moment? Probably Janino sat on the pitch when we got relegated at Ellen Road. That was sad. I don't like seeing players getting injured either. I remember we'd signed a lad, Alan Comfort from Leyton Orient. They'd been playing some quality football. They'd had a really good cup run. I think Comfort had banged in goals for fun off the wing as well. He's only a small fella, but a real proper tricky winger. And he got signed by Rioch. And I remember watching him first game of the season, and he looked the part, he really did. He was putting crosses in, jinky runs. And we went to Newcastle, and I can't remember whether we won or lost, but he was down on the touchline, and an innocuous foul, and he's caught his studs in the turf, and he never played a game for us again. It was a travesty, because I think he could have been a proper Boro legend.
And what is your funniest moment?
My funniest moment? Well, a lot of my funniest moments I can't repeat in the air, because they're either in the pub before the game or in the pub afterwards. But I suppose I used to have a friend, Dave. He was a bit of a lad. I remember on the way down to Notts County, I think we beat them 3-0. Alan Moore scored an absolute blinder at Meadow Lane, and we got stuck in traffic. And Dave, being the nutter that he was, decided that he would go running down the central reservation singing Boro songs. That was funny. And I suppose after the ZTS Cup final against Chelsea, we lost that 1-0. We come out, we were lucky our car hadn't had its windows smashed. But as we were driving out the car park, there was a load of Boro lads that had parked a Chelsea car in the middle. Boro car at the front, Boro car at the back, Boro cars at the side. They were all playing poker on the front of the bonnet, wouldn't let the Chelsea fans out. That was quite funny.
What team do you love to beat?
Easy, Newcastle. Hate them. They think they're a big club. They've not won a trophy for a very long time. And always special games. I think the last away game I went to was the Premier League, and Michael Owen scored, and Hoof, he scored a last minute header at the away end. That was a cracker. But there were always good games, and to beat Newcastle, there was a game we won 4-1, last game of the season. We had to win to stay up, and if I remember, we'd got an early goal. Could have been Slaven at the post. Somebody put it in, and then Owen McGee, he scored a header from a cross. It was an own goal, and we ran out 4-1 with Ian Baird. Ian Baird scored an absolute worldie got put through by Slade and hit on a half volley, and he'd give Bjorn Christian some shite all through the game, giving it that behind his head, behind his big ears and stuff. So yeah, Newcastle United for me is the team I like to beat the best.
And the last question, what makes Boro special?
Well, it's my hometown, and you're either a Boro fan or you're not. When I grew up, people were either Man United fans, Liverpool fans, or Boro fans, and it's just like they say, it's in your blood. It's the people as well, and you know, I spent most of my time going to away games because I moved from Middlesbrough up in my late teens. But yeah, it's the people and the crack. You can't beat the crack of the away games, and I still think they're the better games for the Boro. But yeah, the people, the area, the camaraderie, and our identity. Not just the white band, but we seem to lose our identity over the last couple of seasons from Stratton and even under Mowbray and obviously Monk. But Pulis seems to have that understanding of what the football, what the area means to everybody, and we're proud. People knock it. People knock Middlesbrough all the time. But they shouldn't. It's a proper town with proper fans and proper people. Up the Borough!